Now to another pain. One day you are chatting with your friends and family on Facebook, and before you know it, you're getting threatening messages from a scammer who's taken over your page.
From profiles being hijacked to outright blackmail, why is this happening and how do you stop it?
Right.
Well, our KIRO 7's Jesse Jones investigates.
The thieves broke in through the roof.
I had my laptop stolen, and when the criminals got it, they hacked in.
Then they locked Dr. Mike Ekoff out of his digital life.
They changed pretty much all of my passwords.
And just like that, the Olympia chiropractor's personal and professional Facebook pages were suddenly held hostage.
They were sending messages back to blackmail me and say, we'll give it to you for, I think it was $500 in Bitcoin.
Threats were followed by vile posts.
And so then they'd wait another week and they go, hey, still, you know, kind of hold out here. And then, of course, some other pretty lewd comments about me, my family, my wife.
Desperate for help, he got nowhere with Facebook.
And yet there's nothing we could do to stop it. After everything we were doing, I mean, I'm trying to contact Facebook directly, you know, every avenue I could exhaust.
Ugh, I hate that I see this.
Joanna Small, who was a reporter for KIRO TV, is now the public information director for the Linwood Police Department. Hackers got to the page she uses for community outreach.
And all what I would call anti-cop videos on this page. But it feels like a violation when it's your name, your picture, and a message that you don't support.
Joanna reported the hack multiple times to Facebook.
But the inability to actually reach someone who can just say, I can fix this problem for you, has been beyond frustrating.
Could you ever speak to a human during this entire recovery process?
Never.
Not one?
Never.
Retired cop Jim Fuda, who runs the Crime Stoppers page, had his page hacked.
Never heard another word back.
And since he couldn't get through to Facebook, he drove to their Seattle offices for answers.
A security guard tried to help me, who was very kind, and said, look, we get this every day.
Well, it looked like I went crazy for a while.
Janice Lawrence went through Facebook's verification system after she was hacked.
I don't know any of
They asked for her ID.
I got a request telling me to resubmit the license and that my ID did not meet their requirements. So then I started sending emails 7-8 times a day until I got to about 600.
Why is it so darn hard to get your page back?
Support is a cost center. You know, they don't make money off support. So historically, tech companies tend to skimp a little bit on the support side.
Christopher Budd is Global Senior Communications Manager for Threats at Avast Software. He says scammers are likely piecing together usernames and passwords from previous breaches and trying them out on Facebook.
They're just walking in through the front door.
Exactly.
With the key.
Exactly, because if they've got your username and your password, you know, look at it from a Facebook perspective, Facebook system perspective, it's you to them. They've got your username, they've got your password, so it must be you.
So when people call for help,
well, they can't tell who the bad guy is and who the right person is.
So how do you protect yourself? Change your passwords often and use a password manager. Christopher recommends LastPass and 1Password.
That's the only way you're going to be able to have unique logins for every site.
He also recommends using a multi-factor authentication app. Google and Microsoft authenticators are his picks.
You do those things and you're going to be really well protected.
We contacted Facebook about Jim, Joanna, and Janice's cases. The company responded saying, as soon as we became aware of the issue, we took steps to fix it. We know we have more to do, and their frustration is understandable.
This came back
after those calls, all three reestablished control of their pages.
It was very frustrating that it took reaching out to Jesse Jones, to KIRO 7, to be able to get anybody to pay attention and to help me.
They took whatever they get their hands on.
Dr. Ekoff filed a complaint with the Attorney General's office, and he got his page back too. Bottom line, don't make it easy for the scammers, because it's tough to get your online life back from Facebook.
I just don't want it to happen to somebody else because it's such a waste of time and it's unnecessary.
For as long as we've worked on this story, we have yet to find a phone number for Facebook customer service where an actual human being picks up the phone. If anybody out there has a number,
please let me know. I know about a billion other people who'd like to have it too. In Seattle, Jesse Jones, KIRO 7 News.
Jesse, you can't see me, but I'm raising my hand because somebody took down my page a couple of months ago, too. I should have thought to tell you.
Call.
Right,
Yeah.
Jesse.
I know, but the thing is, you just have to be a pest with Facebook and email them 600 times, like Janice did.
Which I'm sure
so
you
hopefully
have
they'll
done.
see their case. But the thing is, yeah, you just have to make sure you take care of yourself on the front end.
Okay. Well, we appreciate your diligence, Jesse. If you have something you want Jesse to investigate, like your Facebook page, give him a call. He has a phone number here on your screen, 1-844-77-JESSE. You can also submit your story ideas at jessejones.com.